Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Ruach Shed, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test number 29. This one says, talk about a situation when you had difficulties, who helped you to find the solution, describe the situation and how it ended. Now, if I remember correctly, I've been listening to your speaking practice test every day over the last week, and you need to get more organized. So hopefully in this speaking response, you'll have a better, more coherent organization than what you have normally done. That means you have to have a topic statement that introduces maybe your point. Then you refer to that idea in the body, and you give examples and so on. So, all right, let's see how you did. I'm going to go ahead and listen to the whole thing one time, and then I'll go back and listen to it again more slowly, discussing the three parts of your speech: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion.
When I was living in India, I had few difficulties with the food. As a foreigner, the food was very spicy for me, and I didn't really to be honest, I didn't like it so much. And the people who helped me a lot were my colleagues in the office. They tried to bring me other kind of foods, the food I like most, which is Italian, and they tried to introduce me to their food step by step, and not they brought me not spicy food, and it was very helpful for me.
Okay, so I think you're getting pretty close here. So you talked about a situation when you had difficulties. Now you talked about food in general, but you probably should refer to a specific situation. Maybe you were at a restaurant, you sat down to eat when you're in India, you ate the food, and then you got sick, and then you say, who helped you in that situation, and describe it and how it ended and so on, right? All right, let's go ahead and listen to it one more time.
When I was living in India, I had few difficulties with the food. As a foreigner, the food was very spicy for me, and I didn't really to be honest, I didn't like it so much. And the people who helped me a lot.
Now in this case, so at this point, if you look at the question, it says describe the situation and how it ended. So you talk about the situation when you had difficulties, who helped you find the solution, so describe it. So were you at a restaurant when you ate the food? Were you at home? So specifically, what food was it? Were you eating rice? Were you eating meat? Were you eating vegetables or eggs? Was a spice on that particular food? And then when you ate it, how did it affect you? Did it cause nausea, for example? Were you vomiting? Did it cause a stomach ache of some sort? Did it cause you problems? We'll say gastrointestinal type problems, which means maybe you had gas and bloating and possibly even diarrhea. I hate to say that word, but maybe you had problems with that also, right? So you're still talking about things in a broader, more general sense. You need to get more specific than what you are.
My colleagues in the office, they try to bring me other kind of.
Now, once you bring up the colleagues, you probably need to do a little bit better restating the question. You can say, my colleagues were the ones who helped me find a solution to my difficult situation. If you say it that way, you're connecting this part of your speech back to the purpose of the speaking task, which gives your response a clearer, more coherent organization.
Foods the food I like most, which is Italian.
Now you're getting into too many different directions here. We're not focusing on Italian food or what your favorite food is. We're focusing on a difficult situation that happened to you. You need to describe that situation and then talk about who, your colleagues, who helped you to solve that problem.
And they tried to introduce introduced me to their food, like step by step, and not like, they brought me like not spicy food, and it was very helpful for me.
All right, I think you're getting there, but you're still not going to score very high on this. I don't think you have explicitly answered this question. You're talking about things in a more general sense. You need more specific detail to really illustrate what you're trying to say here. So on this particular practice test, I'm going to put you to about 2.3 out of 4, 18 points out of 30 on this one. I'd like to have you take a look at speaking lesson number 2, also speaking lesson number 7, both of which will give you additional tips on how to organize your ideas. Now, you could have some vocabulary problems too here, because in your language use, you're a little bit limited in how you are expressing your ideas. So you need better vocabulary. For example, I gave you the word, did you have any nausea? Nausea means you feel like throwing up or vomiting after eating something. So nausea is a good word you could have used, but you didn't. Did you have a headache when you're eating the food? Did you have heartburn, for example? There are a lot of words that you could have used to describe your condition, but you didn't do that. You talked about things in a more general sense. So if you want to work a little bit more on your vocabulary, a good step would be vocabulary lesson number 3 in my online TOEFL course. All right?